So the people who are not here today, they can just go back to the recording. Okay, let's start with the Javeria, and then we will do Surah Luqman for with Sister Roya, and then Khadija would present Surah Nuh. So we start broadcast. All right, I think it was at the end over here somewhere. All right, so so Javeria, so stay with me. You don't have to because you tried yesterday, and inshallah you know the meaning, you know the Arabic, and you know the grammar, like the noun. This is noun al-waqiya, right? Happening, and this is the verb, right? So we were explaining the verb, right? Iza is when, right? Iza is when. Okay. Waqa'atil. The confusion was here that this is waqa'a till when the happening would happen, right? When the waqia or the event would happen, right? That was the meaning, Javeria?
Yes.
So waqa'ati is a verb, and waqia is a noun, and it's like means event. When the event would happen. And what event we are talking about?
Day of Judgment.
Day of Judgment, right? When the day of judgment would happen, right? So that's like that's a very heavy duty surah, because this is starting. So like it's kind of like everybody would be alert. Oh, what would happen when that event would happen, right? So this like the ayah number 1 is just like starting with that. Okay, when the event would happen, right? Okay, so that's the dramatical start of this, that we would know what would happen on that day. But let's start to analyze the waqa'ati. Okay, so al-waqiya is a noun, but what kind of a noun? Now you have to learn the noun can be a masculine or a feminine. English doesn't care about the masculine or feminine, right? So the people who know English, they care less if it's a chair or it's a table, they call everything the same. But in Urdu, if you know the Urdu, and I think everybody except Saskia over here wouldn't know the Urdu, or we can give the example of the French. They do take care of the masculinity and the femininity of the noun as well. So when they are speaking, they have to make sure that it is gender specific. Jaise kursi hilti hai, but maize hilta hai. You understand? When we talk Urdu, we are gender specific with any noun. Okay?
Yes, miss.
Right? So waqia over here, first we have to find out that waqia is what kind of a noun. It's a noun because al is there, but there is a ta marbuta. This small ta is called ta marbuta. Marbuta means like it's a round shape, right? Marbuta. It is a ta marbuta. So when a noun, when a word has a ta marbuta in the end, the probability or most of the time it is feminine. Okay. So this is a noun, but this is a feminine noun. Now for feminine noun, you cannot use the masculine verb. What is the masculine verb? Masculine verb is waqa, ta, right? but over here, sorry, waqa'ata, right? That's how you learn the masculine. But over here it is waqa'ati. Actually, it is waqa'at. 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 But there is like a kasra instead of a sukoon because there is a lam in the next word, la. So when you have to, we have to add the hamzatul wasl, it would take a kasra over here. It won't take hamzatul wasl, won't take the sukoon, right? So sukoon converted to kasra, right? So that's how we know that it is a feminine. What is the feminine? Now I'll give you the whole gardan. The root letter is waw, qaf, ain. Is that correct? Javeria? You have to know your the root words of your word. Is that correct? Yeah, you are breaking. Like, I don't know. You guys have to find
okay.
better carrier, right? Waqa'a. So that's one. Then the second would be waqa'u. Am I right?
Yes.
Then waqa'ata. That's how you learn the muzakkar, right? Waqa'ata.
Waqa'tum.
Waqa'ata. Or waqa'ata. Waqa'atum.
Waqa'tu.
Waqa'atum. Waqa'atu.
Waqa'na.
Waqa'tu. Waqa'na, right? That was the mass. Waqa'na. But what you are seeing waqa'ati. Okay. So actually this was if this is a muzakkar, then if you have the muannas gardan, the equivalent of a waqa is waqa'at. What is it? Waqa'at. So like the muzakkar would happen, like it would happen, but that it is a muzakkar, right? So if the event would be muzakkar, then that would happen, right? But event over here is a muannas, then it would be waqa'at. What it would be? Waqa'at. You got it? And now you have to explain, and that's a new thing for you. Waqa'at is easy because now you know if it's a gardan of kafara. So let's do kafara so you understand. If it is kafara, then the muannas would be, what would be the muannas?
Kafarat.
Kafarat. Okay. Khadija, if is zolama muzakkar, then what would be the muannas?
Zolamat.
Mat, with the sukoon. Okay. And iman, if it's shakara, what would be the muannas verb of it?
Shakarat.
Shakarat. So you guys got the idea?
Yes.
Okay. So like we were not planning on the feminine, but Javeria chose that. I knew that like I'm discouraging people taking Surah Maryam, Surah Nisa, and Surah Noor because they are mostly feminine focused. Okay. So I was not allowing them to choose that. And I didn't have a clue that Surah Waqia would start with a feminine verb. But it's okay, because at the end you have to learn the feminine anyway. And you know the muzakkar, everybody knows shakara, kafara, zalama, right? Now you know kafarat, zalamat, and shakarat as well. Okay? Got it? Everybody
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, yes.
Good job. So that's why I wanted to explain it again, because yesterday, like I was like not sitting at home, so it was little difficult to focus over there. But now today, you know, Ida waqatil waqiya, and now I told you the feminine is waqa'at, but over here is waqa'ati. Waqa'ati, why? Because there is a hamzatul wasl and there is a lam, so you have to connect. This is a tajweed rule. If there is a kasra, you can only explain that this is because of the tajweed, right? Because Quran is grammar, like a best grammar, best language, but at the same time it has a flow, right? It has a tartil. So when a qari reads, or when I read or you read, if you had to say that idha waqa'at al-waqiya, that would be like disconnect, like flow won't be good. So Quran also has a beauty. So sometimes the tajweed rule apply, and if there is a shamsi letter, most of the time the verb preceding try to connect or join with the shamsi letter. Lam is the shamsi letter, so tajweed require that we have to connect ta with the lam, right? So it was waqa'at for a feminine, which you understand. But now you have to explain the kasra as well. Somebody would ask, oh, you are saying waqa'at, then why there is a kasra on the ta, right? Kasra on the ta is because of the lam, shamsi letter, and the hamzatul wasl in the middle, right? So hamzatul wasl tells us that we have applied here a tajweed rule, right? Otherwise it would be al-waqiya. But the alif doesn't have any kind of harkat on it, right? All you see is a little swad, which is like hamzatul wasal. Okay, understood? And that would be the tajweed rule. When in the future, inshallah, you learn some tajweed, you will get to know the tajweed rule as well. Okay, which is not this class, right? Inshallah, if you want to improve, those who don't know tajweed, if they want to improve tajweed, they have to join their tajweed classes on their own time, right? It's a good idea to read it to somebody who knows the tajweed. Do the Quran one door, like when you know how to read, but we keep forgetting the tajweed rule. It's always better to read it to somebody who knows the tajweed. Okay, like every year because Prophet ﷺ also used to read it in front of Jibreel alayhi salam every year. Okay, so that's a sunnah as well, to read it to somebody, right? So you get extra reward to read it to somebody who knows the tajweed, right? You always try to find a different person every year, and every year you should do one door of the Quran and try little by little. Just say, oh, this is our. Can I read it to you? Okay, anybody, right? Even if you know the best tajweed, you like, there would be teachers who would find still mistakes in your tajweed, right? So it's always a good idea. So all I was trying to explain is this kasra on the ta is a tajweed rule. Okay. And we are not going in detail on the tajweed rule because this is a grammar class. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
I have a question.
Sorry?
I do have a question. What will be the exact meaning of this sentence then? Like,
Yeah, when the event would happen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right? And what event we are talking about?
Yeah, the day of judgment.
Day of judgment, right? And then we will continue on that, but let's move on. I just wanted to explain the waqati, okay? Because yesterday I was trying to explain the feminine, but like nobody was just like I knew that it didn't get through, right? But now you made it yourself. Like I asked 3 people and they gave the right answer. Kafara kafarat, zalama zalamat, shakara shakarat. So now you know, right? So now I'm confident that in future, if the feminine comes, then you won't be surprised. Okay? Okay, let's start with Roya. Sister Roya, ready? Surah Luqman. So Javeria will continue on your Surah Waqia later on, okay? Ayah by ayah. So one is done. Maybe you can start with the second one in the next presentation, okay? But let's
Yes.
start with Sister Roya so other people get a chance. Okay, Roya, Surah Luqman.
Yeah, Surah Luqman.
Inshallah. All right. The first ayah, Alif Lam Mim.
This is Uruf Muqatta'at, right? That we
Right.
don't know the meaning.
Exactly.
So,
Okay. So we'll go to the next one.
تلك آيات الكتاب المبين.
Mm-hmm.
تلك, this is ayat of Kitab, I mean, Hakim, Kitab al-Hakim. Kitab, it means
Book
holy?
of wisdom, wise book.
Book of wise book, okay.
These are the ayahs from the wise book. Is
Wise
there any
book.
verb? Ayat is a noun.
Ayat.
Okay. Al-Kitab is a noun. Al-Hakim is a noun, right? This
Yeah,
is
no verb.
Alif Lam is like always, it is a noun, right? And Tilka is a pointing noun, right? Isme Ishara. Okay.
Yeah.
So everything is a noun in this ayah.
Okay. Okay.
And then I always ask a question, why there isn't any verb in this ayah? There are so many ayah in the Quran where there is no verb, only noun. What is the significance of those ayah?
Because it's describing the book.
It's describing the book. If it's regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or describing the book, it's a universal truth. It is never going to change.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
It would always remain the same. So no need of the verb. Verb is required when you need to specify the time that this thing happened in the past or in the future. But these ayah would remain the wise, would always be from the wise book. This Quran is going to be, it was a wise book, it is a wise book, it is going to be a wise book, right? It is a wise book. It is a universal truth, right?
Yeah.
It's never going to change. Same to you read Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, all praise to Allah, right? There is no verb in that sentence. Okay?
Okay.
Because all praise to Allah, it was a praise to Allah in the past as well. It is a praise to Allah, and all praise goes to Allah in the future as well, right?
Okay.
Is
So
it going to change? Yeah.
When Allah is describing some accident, something, he's using then the verbs.
When he's describing, then he's using the verbs.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The event will happen because it hasn't happened, right? We just did Surah Waqia. When the event will, when the event happened or happens, right? So will happen, right? Because there is a Iza and it changed the future to the present, sorry, like the verb looks like a past tense, but it's a present because of the Iza. So that's a different story. We haven't explained that because it would be complicated for you. But the event will happen, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet. So definitely, and that's not related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Event will happen for us, not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? For the human beings, right?
Yes. That's right.
Okay. So that was ayah number 1. Let's move on to the ayah
Number-
number 3. Oh, first you have to ask your other participants if they have any question on this ayah.
Okay. Anyone has any question?
No.
Everybody good? Say yes.
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
so easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now the
هدى
next ayah.
هدى ورحمة للمحسنين.
Yeah.
هدايات and
Mhm.
rahmat for محسنين, it means nikukaran. I don't know how
Yes.
to say it in English.
In English is the people who do the hasana, good deeds,
Good deeds, yeah.
doer of the good deeds, right? Muhsinin. Okay. La is a 4. Because it's a combination of 2 words, la and al-muhsinin. So la kasra li is meaning 4. So this book is a hudan, hidayat.
Hidayat and
rahmat.
rahmat for good doers.
So what does it mean? It's not a hidayat. Okay, rahmat is okay, it's understood, but it's guidance. Hidayat is like a guidance.
Guidance,
right?
yeah, guidance.
So it is not a guidance for the people who are not muhsinin. Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to get the hidayat or the guidance from this book, first they have to try to be a good person.
Or a Muslim.
Yeah, being a Muslim, like a Muslim by name is not good enough. Okay. No, even the Muslim who has the book, who has read the book, but he is not a muhsinin, the Quran is such a miracle book, it won't give the guidance to them. Okay. It would hide its meaning completely. They would be reading day and night. They would be 60-year-old. They would be 70-year-old. They read the Quran all their life, but they won't get a single word of it or hidayat from it.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Because
there is rahma is the verb.
Sorry?
The word warahma is a verb or no?
No, it's rahma is because it has a tanween, so it's a noun as well.
Okay.
So you recognize the noun with the tanween. So if it has two dhamma, two kasra, two fatha, they are noun definitely.
They are
right?
noun. Okay.
Right. So I was explaining the hidayat. The only people who get the hidayat whose hearts are pure, and it's like I give the example that if you after grade 12 you get the admission in university, right?
Yeah.
If somebody hasn't passed the grade 12, would the university give them the admission? No, right? So to get the admission in the Quran, every one of us has to do the obligation, like obligatory prayers. Namaz is compulsory, and be a good person, righteous person is compulsory. Then Quran start guiding you itself, right? And Quran has a lot of things. Quran is a whole way of life, but people say, oh, we read Quran, but we don't know what it says. Why? Because they are not muhsinin. They haven't done the prerequisite for Quran, right? Prerequisite Quran is the first and foremost thing is salah, the prayers, right? The 5 times prayers is a compulsory. If we are not doing that, Quran doesn't want us, like it doesn't let us come close by to it, right?
Yeah.
So if we start understanding a little bit of it, it means Quran is giving us the guidance with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very important. This is not, we don't have to go just say Hudam wa rahmatan lil muhsinin and be happy about it. No, we have to understand. We have to explain it to somebody that why it is only hidayah for the muhsinin. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It didn't say it's the ayah didn't say the Quran is hidayat and rahmat. It says Quran is hidayat and rahmat only for the muhsinin, people who do the good deeds. Right?
Yeah. People who
Got it?
knows. Yeah.
Okay. So we will keep it to 3 ayah and we will
Okay.
go little by little, right? It's a very beautiful surah you have
Yeah.
picked, inshallah. We'll do
Okay.
little by little and just try to, try to make good notes in your notebook about each
Okay.
ayah, okay? Okay, now
Okay.
Khadija.
Yeah.
Khadija,
Yes.
Surah Nuh. Okay. Ayah number 1.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه أن أنذر قومك من قبل أن يأتيهم عذاب أليم. Indeed, we sent Nuh to his people, saying, warn your people before a painful punishment comes to them.
Okay. But you are supposed to analyze it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So start analyzing from inna.
So inna is we, so and then arsalna we sent.
Inna is what?
Inna is indeed we, like we.
Indeed we. What is
Yeah.
indeed and what is we here? You have to break it down into. So it's a combination of inna and na, right? There are 2 verses in it. One is inna and one is na. And we combine them together and it becomes inna. Okay?
Yes.
So inna is inna. Inna is like verily, indeed, and na is us, right? We, right?
Yes.
Indeed, we arsalna. Now you have to
Arsalna.
tell what is arsalna.
Arsalna is sent.
Sent, but what is it? Is it a verb or a noun or what?
A verb.
What kind of a verb? Okay, so okay, arsalna. Okay, now you have to remember we did the verb gardan. You have to come up with the gardan. Okay? Or you have to tell me first what is the root word for this arsalna. Root words are composed of 3 letters. What are the 3 letters?
Ra, Sin, Lam.
Khadija? Ra, Sin, Lam. Right? So when you make the gardan with the Ra, Sin, Lam, Ra, Sin, Lam is the root word. Okay, Khadija? So when you make a gardan, how would you make the gardan? Do you remember the kafara? How did you make the gardan for kafara? Kafara, kafaru, right? So when you make the gardan with rasala, how do you do that?
Rasala.
Khadija, are you there?
Sorry, I didn't know my mic was off. Okay, so rasala, rasalu, rasalat, rasalata,
Rasalta,
rasalta, rasaltum, rasaltu, and rasalna.
rasalna. So the form which comes with the rasalna is rasalna. But over here you have arsalna, not rasalna.
Yeah.
So then what is the what would be the reason for having arsalna instead of rasalna? Remember the forms. This is form 1 Gardan.
Yeah.
Form 1. So this Gardan is form 1. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have to find if it's rasala, the form 2 is rasala. What is form 2? Rasala.
Rasala.
Right? And form 3 is rasala. Okay, we did the forms, right? And form 4 is arsala.
Yeah.
Form 4 is arsala.
Arsala.
Now you have found the alif in the beginning. Now if it's a form 1, if you make a form 4 out of it, then it would be arsala, right? This would be arsala, and this would be arsalu,
Arsalu and then arsalta.
arsalu.
Miss,
Yes.
the meaning of rasala is
Khadija, can you tell the meaning of rasala?
Sent.
Sent.
okay, ma'am.
Arsalta, and then arsaltum.
Arsaltum and then arsalna.
Arsaltum, arsaltu.
Arsaltu and then arsalna.
Arsalna. You got your arsalna now?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want from you guys. Okay. If there is arsalna, then you have to show it like how you derived it. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why. And arsalna means we sent, right?
Yes, we sent.
We sent. And who sent? Who is we here? So many people sent, or only Allah subhanahu sent?
No, Allah
Ta'ala
subhanahu wa
sent.
ta'ala sent.
But he calls himself we.
We.
Why he calls himself we? Because he is royal, right? That's the linguistically the royals, and he is like the royals of the royals, right? Right?
Yeah.
He is high up. He used that language that we sent, right? Because he is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? You understand?
Yes.
So indeed we sent Nuhan.
Nuhan, so Nuh alayhi salam,
Yes.
to Ilah is to
Elias too.
Qawmihi, his people.
Now, what is his and what is people in Qawmihi?
Qawm is like people and then his is.
He is his. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Good. Qawmihi. Okay. Qawm is people.
Qawmihi.
He is his. Okay. Good.
An anzir, so an is that, and then anzir is warn, so like
Warn. Warn is what kind of a verb?
Warn is verb.
Anzir. Again, it is yeah, it's a verb, but
Yeah.
came from what? From Nazara.
From Nazara.
Right?
Yes.
Nazara, Nazaru, Nazarta, Nazartum,
Nazartum,
Nazartu,
and then
Nazarna,
Nazarna.
and Yanzaru, Yanzaruna, Tanzaru, Tanzaruna, Anzaru, Nanzaru, but it is Anzar.
Zero. Yeah, Anzar.
So Anzar, if it would have been the form 1, it should be Inzar. but it is anzar, so it should be form 4 again, because the Nazara Gardan, I have it, and I'll send you guys the Gardan of Nazara. Okay. So you guys have to write it down, and because Nazara is such a complicated verb, it's in the previous class we were doing that as well. So what happens in like the online media, like Conjugator or Acon, when you try to look for the Nazara Gardan over there, it is very confusing, right? So what I have done, I have taken the Quran and I have any form of the Anzara came in there. I did that, and that's the right one. You have to stick to that, okay? So I'll post the Gardan, and it's Amr. So you know the Amr. This one is the Anzir. Anzir is the Amr. What is it? Anzir is the Amr.
Anzir is the Amr.
But it doesn't make a sense of the fatha on the alif, because if it's Anzir, it should be Inzir, right? So it is not the form 1. What it is, it's a form 4,
Form
because
4.
the form 4, the kasra should change to fatha on the alif, okay?
Yes.
On the hamza, right? So
Yes.
I'll send the Gardan, and you have to remember the Amr. Yeah, you guys did the Amr, right?
Yes.
You remember Amr, Khadija?
Yes, make the order and request.
So now you, Khadija,
Yes.
so now you are applying what you learned. You learned the
Yes.
verbs, the past and the present and the form, and their the pronoun hidden into it, right?
Yes.
And how they are they appear in the Quran, right? So
Yeah.
now you have like arsalna, that was the first verb which you learned right now, how the arsalna came. Now the anzir is the fele amr, right? It's an interrogative, right? So
Yes.
sorry, imperative, right? It is imperative verb. So now you have to know the Gardan to come up with that, because I, in my mind, am thinking if it's a form 1, then it should be in zir. But it is not in zir, so it's definitely not form 1. Okay?
Okay.
So that's the thing you should be able, like if there is anzir and you say, oh, it's imperative, then I'll ask why it is imperative, and how there is a fatha on the hamza, alif, right?
Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
So it's kind of Surah Nuh start with like, you have 2 verbs, right? No, 3 verbs. Okay, keep going. Anzir, so that
So that qawmaka, your people.
that you warn you warn, right? It's
Yeah.
amr. It's amr, like you
Yeah.
warn, like just we say you go, you eat, right?
Mm.
Okay.
You warn your people, qawmaka, from, so in, min,
Yeah.
right? Min.
From
Yeah.
qabl, like
Qabl is
isse pehle
before.
ke, right?
Yeah, it was
Before that.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that yatiyahum comes to them. So like before it comes to them, azabun alim. So the punishment.
Right. Yeah. So now this yatiya is also a verb. And because an is there, the form of the verb is yati, but it is yatiya, right? So the verb is like ata, right? Ata, and again it's like a form 4, right? Is it a form 4 or it's just like first form ata?
Ata.
So if it's ata, it's not form 4 would be with the madda. So it has to be ata, just like that. Not so there is no madda, then it's not form 4, it's the form 1. If it's a form 1, then form 1 is the muzare would be yati, not yatiya. Now it's yatiya. Now we have to figure out why there is a fatha on the ya, because of the because of the mansubaizer over there, right? There's a majzumaizer, like the words which can make it majzum or which can make it mansub, right? Yatiya with the fatha on it. So now you have to come up. So Khadija,
Yes.
that's your responsibility. No, it's there. So it's ata, atao, ataita, ataitum. Can you see the board?
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, ata, atao, ataita, ataitum, ataitu, ataina. Yati, yatuna, ta'ti, ta'tuna, ati, nati. But
this is a mas and mazare.
this is a maz and a muzare. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
now your verb in your ayah, it doesn't say yati. It says yati ya. Means on the gardan, there is, instead of a yati, they have put a fatha on that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So fatha means that it has become mansub. Mansub is like you put a fatha on that for no reason. No, there is a reason. The reason is, what is the reason? The reason is this an. Because of this an, we have to identify that, oh, an is in the sentence or in the verse. So we have to make the yati as yatiya. Okay?
Okay.
That's too big. Let me make it lighter. So you have to make it yatiya. Okay? So that's a new concept you are learning, the mansub. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But it is good. Like you learned 3 new verbs or same verb, but arsalna, now you know it was a form 4. Anzir, I'll send you the gardan, and yatiya is already on the screen. Take a screenshot. It's not coming
Yes,
back.
I've taken a screenshot.
You
I will
have,
send
okay.
it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Wait, is
Okay.
it always that the fatha comes when there is a an?
Yes, I'll send you one more list which
Okay.
we show you what are the words which make it a mansub. Okay. Like if it's a yati, if it becomes yatiya, to make sure that there's some words which make it a yatiya.
Oh, there's
Otherwise,
a list of words. Okay.
yes, it's a list of words. I'm going to send
Miss
it, share it with
Yatiya.
you guys.
Miss,
Yes.
I don't understand the mansoob. Can you please explain it once more?
Okay.
Because yes,
It should, okay. Do you understand Maz and Muzare? It was
yes,
Ata and Yati.
yes, miss.
But in the verse, it is not Yati, it's Yatiya.
Yes,
So why it is Yatiya? We are trying to
it is
figure
because
out why it is Yatiya. Because it's a fatha, we say, oh, it has become mansub. Mansub means like you put a fatha, extra fatha. The word was
okay.
Yati and you put the extra fatha. Why did you put the extra fatha? Somebody would ask. So then you can say, because there is an an in the verse, right? And there
Okay,
is a whole list in the grammar book, and there is a rule in Arabic, when you put the an, then you make it mansub. Then you say an yatiya,
Okay.
right?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Everybody else? Okay, we'll stop here because there would be new people would be. So Ati, you have got one verb, you got arsalna 2, Anzir, I'll send you the gardan, Khadija. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now I want to see how many new people are there today. All right. Any question from the, like Roya, you have a question on Khadija's presentation?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, good. So it was a good presentation, Khadija, and good learning. Just like keep your books, notebooks with the verbs and the gardans very, very precise and clean, and just like make good notes. It would help you in the future, inshallah.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. So you guys can leave, and then we have Seema, Ghazia, Seema, Ghazia. Oh, Rubina was there today. MashaAllah.
Yes.
Rubina?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Good, good, good.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, you would be with the new class right now because,
Yeah. I've been listening, like I try to join this class too, like the earlier class, and then I listen in on the
Okay.
new class for a refresher.
that's good because it would help you when you start presenting, inshallah. Sorry? Walaikum assalam. Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz, Hafsa. Next time, I didn't see you, Hafsa. Next time is your presentation because we stopped your, inshallah.
Yes.
All right. Inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Welcome. Bye. Okay. So Seema, Kanza, and Ghazia, and Parveen is still not there. She's busy with the university, looks like, very much. It's okay. Ghazia will help her. Right, Ghazia?
Yeah.
Okay, inshallah. Just keep checking on her, right? In case, because it's always good to invite them to Quran class. Okay, Seema, where were we yesterday? Walaikum salam.
Yesterday we did Mas, Mudare, and Amr, and you gave some homework. Did you check and share that on WhatsApp group?
Yes, there was little mistake in Daraba. So let me, I was looking and I thought I'll just like explain in the class. Little, it's not big mistake. It's a very small mistake.
All right.
Okay, let me bring that your homework. Okay, it's a G group. Okay, G group, and you said, oh, did you send me separately?
No, I posted it on that group, not separately.
You posted on a G group. Why don't I see that? No, you are not G group. You are
The WhatsApp. I see it.
You are CA group. Okay. Oh man. I'm just so confused. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got it. Daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtum, darabtu, darabna. The first column is correct. Okay. Yadribu, yadribuna, tadribu, tadribuna, adribu, nadribu. That's also correct. Okay. Then idrib, I think you corrected it yourself. Idribu, that's correct. Okay. Put a little jazam on the dot. Idribu. Okay. So in your copy, in your notebook, you can do the correction. Now the yakfiru, yakfiruna, takfiru, takfiruna, akfiru, nakfiru. Nakfiru is wrong. It should be it should be nakfiru. You said nikfiru.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you correct that? It should be exactly like daraba, right? Nadribu. Okay. Ikfir and ikfiru. That's correct. So only 2 tiny mistakes, right? It's better to correct them in your notebook
Yes, I'm doing
and
that.
repost it if other people are copying from that, right? And the way I wanted you to do the kafara, if you could do the first column as well. You didn't do the kafara, kafaru, kafarta, kafartum, kafartu, kafarna. You can do that again, like the verb to, they have to be together, maz and the muzare. Okay. So that's fine. It looks good. All right. Okay. So you are good with the duad ba, right? Seema,
Yes, yeah.
duad bab is good. Can we move on to the noon bab?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. So we will do the noon bab and you will see the noon bab is similar to, we will pick a word, noon, swad, ra. So if we do the maz for this, in this over here, we'll do the muzare and then we'll do amar in the last. Okay. We'll do the maz first. So when we make the maz, it would be nasara. Sorry, let me, my writing. Nasara, nasara, naswara. Okay. And then naswaru, nasaru, and then nasarta, nasarta. Okay. It's a similar, what you did kafara. It's no different than that. Okay. Nasarta, nasartum, nasartum. Nasara means to help, right? And nasartu, and nasarna. Okay. Nasarna. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So it is easy concept. Like it's same as daraba, darabu, darabtu, darabta, darabtum, darabtu, darabna, right? Kafara, kafaru, kafarta, kafartum, kafartu, kafarna. So it's similar, right? The difference is in the muzare. That's why we are calling it as a noon ba, right? The muzara is yan suru. Yan suru. Okay?
We will add ye before noon.
Yeah, we did the ye in the daraba, yad ribu, and we put the ya in kafara, yak firu. But what we did
Yes.
over, there was a kasra. There wasn't a dhamma on the second letter. There was a kasra, yak firu. Okay? Over here is a dhamma, yan suru. Right? Over there it was yak firu. There was a kasra. Okay? We didn't put a dhamma on the fa. We didn't call it yakfuru. Instead, we said yakfiru. Okay?
Dhamma is same or Dhamma is
Dhamma is pesh.
pesh?
Kasra is there, right? So in Arabic, we call dhamma, fatha, and kasra. Fatha is zabar, kasra is zer. Okay? So usme like it was a pesh. It was a zer in the yakfiru. It was a zer in a yadribu. But in yansuru, it's a, what is it? It's a pesh over here. Yeah. It's okay, Ruby. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So yansuru. Okay. So Muzare would be yansuru. Okay. And then you know what to do, right? Then you follow the whole thing. Yansuruna. Yansuruna. Tansuru. Tansuru. Tansuruna. Ansuru. Nansuru. Now we are doing the Amar. Okay. Amar would be, Tansuru would be Unsur. 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 In the Yakfuru and Takfuru, you made Ikfir. Over here is Unsur, because it takes the Dhamma from the second letter and put it on the Alif. Unsur. Unsuru. Unsuru. Okay. Unsur and Unsuru. Right? So that's the difference. Even the Amar has the Dhamma on the Alif as well. Okay. So this is the Noon Bab. Seema, any question?
All right. No, it's clear.
And there is no technical reason, just the linguistic, because if I make it any other thing, if I call it yansiru, it would be so difficult, right? That's why in Arabic for Nasara it is yansuru, because it's easy on the tongue. Okay.
Okay.
But it follows the pattern. All the words included in the Noon Bab, their Muzare is with the Dhamma. Okay. Okay, now the homework, I'll just put the homework here for you, Seema. And if Ghazia, try to do the homeworks, okay? Otherwise, what Seema post, you at least copy that in your notebook for future, okay? Once you guys are little not so busy with the university or you have vacation, you try to catch up with the Quran, okay? Ghazia?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it would be very difficult for you if you don't pay attention to the verbs. You won't be able to present. You were in the presentation for the previous class, like the existing. You saw the presentation by Khadija?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so once you are assigned the surah, you have to do the same. And if you don't know the verb, how you are going to present?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Auntie, yesterday I missed the lesson that you taught to Seema. Could you teach it to me again today?
Daraba? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that. And let me give, but you did today's lesson, is clear?
Kind of, but like I think I'll understand it more if I do yesterday's as well.
Okay, but today is just simply, so we are doing the Noon Bab, is unrelated to that. The Nasara, the Muzare of that becomes Yansuru. Okay, yeah, but I'll repeat that, but keep this slide with you and you will understand once we do. I'll repeat that for you. Okay.
Okay.
So now Seema, for you it's very clear, right?
Yes, it is.
Mashallah. Okay, good. Okay, I have to find a verb for you which you can just do at home. Nasara. How about I give you?
Give me something easy.
Yeah, I want to give you something easy. Yeah, kharaja means to leave or to exit, right?
Leave.
When you go to Saudi Arab or somewhere, you see khuruj everywhere, right? So kharaja, kharaja. Okay, so it
So
would be
it
same
can follow the
pattern as
same
noon bab.
pattern.
Same pattern, yeah. You have to follow noon bab. Okay, noon
All
bab.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right.
So let me repeat for kanza. Kanza. So
Hanji.
we started the verb. I think the first day you were present over there. So let me repeat for you. I'm clearing the board.
Yep.
So we did the duad bab.
Satya, you are
Ji.
repeating the same thing that you already taught me.
Yes.
So, so can I leave
Can
now
drop,
because I
yeah.
have some work?
Yes. Yeah, you can drop.
So much. Thank you for the lesson for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so verb have different bab or different chapter, and those chapter are just because they are little different patterns. So we divide them into duad bab, and I'll give you the rest as well. Noon bab, fa bab, sin bab, kaf bab, ha bab. Ha bab. Okay.
Yep.
So today we did the noon bab, but yesterday we were doing duad bab. So how we make the gardan for the duad? Okay, and you know it's like huwa, hum,
Yeah.
and we only did the muzakkar, that is masculine, right? Anta, antum, ana, nahnu, right? They are hidden in there, right?
Yep.
So, and we don't have to write it, but I just wrote it for your convenience, so you know that. When you translate them, you translate huwa, he, and they, and you all, and I, and we. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's take the verb which is consist of 3 letters: duad, ra, ba. Okay.
Okay.
So when I make the gardan or conjugation for that, it would be daraba. Daraba. Okay.
Yes.
And it would be darabu, right? And you always have to follow the pattern, right? In the beginning, you would be looking at whatever I'm writing and just try to copy. The letters would be changed, but the pattern would be the same. Like if I give you ka, fa, ra, which is going to be your homework, right? Ka, fa, ra. So when you make it, the first would be ka, fa, ra. Same pattern. The fata, fata, fata on all 3 letters, right? Okay. So we are doing daraba, daraba, darabu, darabuta, darabuta, darabutum, darabtu darabna. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And this was a Maz. Maz, or in Arabic we
Present.
call it Maz or
Present.
past.
Past.
Past. Right. Or you can also call it perfect tense.
Okay.
Because past doesn't change. That's why they call it perfect. Nothing to do with English perfect, but it's in Arabic it's called perfect, and the present is called imperfect because it keeps on changing, right?
Yes.
So now we make the mudare, which is a present or a future. It can be a present or it can be a future. Present or future. Okay?
Yeah.
The present would be yadribu. Yadribu. What makes it looks like whenever you see ya in the beginning, your first thought would be it's a muzare form. It's not mas. Okay?
Yeah.
So for the first one, huwa, that he will strike or he strikes, it would be yadribu. Okay?
Okay.
And is plural with the whom would be yadribuna. Yadribuna. Okay? Again, ya there. And for this one, it would be tadribu. Like you strike. Tadribu. Okay? Here, the indicator, the mudare indicator is a ta. Okay?
Okay.
It's starting with a. So anything starting with a ya or a ta, your first thought should be it has to be a mudare. Okay?
Yep.
Unless it's a 3-letter word and it is taraka, for example, right? But it's only 3 letters. It's not the mudare form. Okay? Mudare form has more than 3 letters. Yadribu has 4 letters now, right? Because you added a ya as a mudare indicator. Same with tadribu is not 3 letter anymore, is 4 letter, right? Then you cannot misunderstand the word as a maz or mudare. How do I find out maz or mudare? First you count the letters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tadribu, tadribuna is a plural. Tadribuna. Tadribuna and adribu. Okay, over here, what is the indicator? Alif.
Alif.
Yeah. And then the last one is nadribu. Nadribu. Okay?
Yep.
All right. And I'll just write down over here, ya, ta, alif, and noon are the indicator for the mudare, right? Okay. The other thing is, it was daraba, and over here it became yadribu. The second letter got the jazam or sukoon on it. The last letter got the dama, right? Yadribu. And there is on the second letter, on the ra. Ra is the second letter, right?
Yes.
On the ra, you put a kasra, right?
Okay. Yep.
And this kasra on the second letter indicates that it is from the duad bab. All the duad bab have a kasra on the second letter. For example, kafara would be kafara would be yakfiru. Fa is a second letter. So there would be kasra on a second letter. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now we have to do the amar. So it was a maaz and a muzare. For example, you go to school, she goes to school, but somebody is there and you are trying to just order him, go to school right now, right? So that go becomes a imperative, right?
Yeah.
It's like an order, right? So similarly in Arabic, there is an imperative or amar, right? What we call it, the imperative is like amar. And that's only for like somebody is in front of you, right? Only you can say that to the second person, right?
Hanji.
So for second person, you say idrib. Idrib. The rule for that is you drop the ta and you put a alif in there, right? And on the second letter is the same, like it remains with the sukoon, id, and first letter remains with the sukoon, second letter remains with the whatever sign it has, the kasra, and the last letter have the sukoon, right? So it becomes idrib.
Okay.
And idribu is a plural for that. If there are more people, you say all of you go to school, right? So idribu. Okay. So that's what we did yesterday. And then I gave the homework with the like similar pattern you do with the other word is kafara, means to be unthankful, ungrateful. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I formed these three with Kafara.
Yes.
So I do past, present, and then Amr.
Amar. Yes. It would give you practice, right?
Okay.
All right. So it is clear. And then today you already did the noon bab, and I told you what is the difference. Over there, we are not using the kasra, we are using the dhamma. But first focus on this kafara, right? And then you will already, like noon, you would figure out yourself when you see the recording or see what Nigat Seema posts. Okay.
Alrighty. I'll let you know if I can come to next weekend's class because I already started getting work for
Exams.
university.
All right. So
I
yeah,
just
same with
started.
Razia. Razia is on and off as well. Parveen is like, because it's your first year, it's very difficult to handle. But try to be connected with this class somehow.
Yeah, for sure. I will. I'll
For
try.
you, Parveen and Razia, all three of you is the first year of the university. But to tell you the truth, the other kids, like for example, Iman, she's the second year of university, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get into like a new schedule for classes.
Mm-hmm.